It's my pleasure to introduce the Abingtonites Concert Band under the direction of Rebecca Hetzel. They'll be performing Salute to America's Finest. Thank you so much, guys. Here, let my mom move out of the way.
Good morning. Ooh, that's loud. They asked me to turn it up a little bit. Maybe we turned it up a little too much. My name is Mark Mansella. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Abington Heights High School. And first of all, please let me thank you and welcome you to Abington Heights. We sincerely appreciate you being here. We appreciate your service and taking the time out. I do want to mention that if you have a son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, niece or nephew who is here, and they're an underclassman, by all means, please come back next year. Please come back next year. We intend to continue our tradition here. We thank you so very much for your service. I mean, this is something which is near and dear to us. So thank you very much for being here. And again, please come back. And even, I know there are some people here who have sons, daughters, relatives who are graduating. Please know you are always welcome here as well. It's because they're no longer here. You're more than welcome. So thank you very much. Real quickly this morning, sometimes get these, I'm a former history teacher, so it's near and dear to my heart. And one of the things that I sometimes get in the morning are these little history anecdotes, and one of the things that I received this morning was just a little email that said, history matters, and why does history matter? And especially for our students, if you look to your left or your right, that's why history matters, because of the men and women who are here today. So let's give them a round of applause, please. I can tell you, as a young man growing up, I had some uncles who served in World War II and then in Korea, and I always, as a younger kid, sometimes wondered why some of my relatives looked at them with reverence and awe. And then as I became older, I realized why they looked at them with reverence and awe. So I would also say that, please make sure that you speak to your relatives about their experiences, because someday you'll be able to pass that information along to your sons and daughters. So thank you again very much. He's going to be upset with me, but I'd like to introduce a gentleman who's become a friend to Abington Heights over the last 2 years, and that's Councilman Patrick Williams, who's the chaplain of the local VFW. Councilman Williams, will you please stand up for us? So, Councilman Williams and our local VFW sponsor a Voices for Democracy essay contest, which is done right around Veterans Day every year. We had several fantastic submissions this year, but I'm going to introduce to you in just a moment the winner of this year's Voices for Democracy contest, and her name's Megan Malone. And Megan's an exceptional student here, a real hard worker. Not only does a tremendous job here, works outside in the community, works at Wegmans, does a lot of volunteer and service work, and I'm really happy for Megan today. But we thought that rather than have a faculty member speak, that it would be appropriate for Megan to read her winning essay for you this morning. So would you please join me in welcoming and congratulating Megan Malone. You want to hold it? Whatever makes you happy.
No, you can just put it there, that's fine.
Okay. I don't know about that, Megan. You may have to do a little adjustment. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Okay. With the up-and-coming election, the question on everyone's mind is, who is going to win? That competition, drive, and energy to be number one is what America is known for. Being the best, winning it all, but deep underneath what makes America so great after all. To begin with, our heritage is the root of our personality and the fabric of our being. Without immigrants seeking to better themselves or escape famine in the late 1800s, we wouldn't be where we are today. We Americans all come from immigrants. Our ancestors that come from faraway lands like Germany, Ireland, and England all migrated to the U.S. hoping for a brighter future and to create a greater foundation for their families. Throughout the years, immigrants have created an individually diverse and amazing country we have today. They have created a home and a place of sanctuary. In America, we prove the impossible can be possible. Thanks to the fortitude, strength, and determination of immigrants in America in the 19th century, we have made our homes diversified. I'm happy knowing that we millennials express our individuality and speak out for a greater change because of our ancestors. We live in a melting pot society. Our fusion of cultures and ethnicities is a large part of what makes America great. Our founding fathers have made freedom in our country achievable. Freedom to do what we want, say what we want, and be whoever we want to be. An equally large part of what makes America great is its people. If there is one thing that makes America so much better than the rest, it would be its citizens. We the people are the ones with the power to change thanks to the Constitution. We get a say not only in the simplest things like our social media usernames, but also completely altering things like who gets ultimate power over our country as a president. I believe the people of the U.S. are unstoppable. Our speech and voice are so crucial to the development of our country. We can voice our views through blogs and news articles because we are so gratefully not run by the government as a press. Our amendments give us the ability to have freedom of speech and press. Our expression of how we feel gives America democracy and stays true to its roots. When there is something we don't like, we act for change. Changing the power to do so is the greatest feature of life in America. Enjoying life as a democracy, we have the opportunity to speak out and state our opinions. Everything in life is bound to change and evolve, and that is seen primarily in our culture. Compared to other countries, our leaders get replaced every so many years. Our lives change and so do our views. Change is so important to a human's daily life, and fortunately, we are able to have change in our society. United, we are unstoppable for greater change. America has also presented me with numerous opportunities, just as a sophomore in high school. Many students don't have this privilege and are forced to go to one school for their whole lives and never see what they're missing. In just about 2 years, I would go off to college and make a career for myself. I'm so thankful to be blessed with this great education America has offered to me and the materials that I learn constantly. Education and literacy rate in the U.S. have skyrocketed past other countries around the world. America has proven its greatness through education and intelligence. And I couldn't write this essay without mentioning our beautiful lands. We truly have it all, from the warm summers in San Diego, California, to the cold winters in Maine. Our geography is incomparable to the rest of the world. We have created a beautiful home for our families and generations to come. In conclusion, I believe that it is its people, our rich diversity, and most importantly, our freedom that makes America so great. The U.S. has come a long way from racism and segregation in the middle of the 20th century to welcoming organizations like the LGBTQ community today. The privileges, both simple and well-earned, that we have enjoyed every day are what make me grateful to be an American. We need to appreciate the country we live in and the advantages we have every day. In many poor countries, they do not have the right to speak out or even look up certain things on the internet. The U.S. gives all access to these things and happiness we want to pursue in our livelihood and be whoever we want to be. Individuality and diversity is what makes America the country it is today. Every day we make our country a little bit better and a little bit stronger. America is great, and together we make it that. Learn to be grateful for the opportunities the U.S. has presented with us and the growth it has made, for we have become, in my opinion, the greatest country in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. I would now like to introduce Cole Capwell, who will be performing taps along with Emily Harris. I would also just like to take a quick moment to highlight Cole. Cole was the first student from the Abington Heights this year to commit to the armed forces. After graduation, Cole will be serving the Army. Can everyone please give a big round of applause for Cole Capwell?
Hello, I'm Ryan Tinkelman. I'm the co-president of Student Senate. Now, to repeat something that cannot be stated enough, from those of us that had the opportunity to help here today, and to those in the classroom, and to even my parents back in town, we are all extremely grateful for what you've done, and will be forever in your debt. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and I know I speak for everyone else when I say that. And I want to have a special thank you to Mrs. Waters from Mets for helping with the food today. So thank you. You really deserve so much more than a round of applause, but thank you.
She just baked cookies, so please help yourself. They're up here. Take a few, please stay around, and you're more than welcome to stay, but Diane just brought out some red, white, and blue cookies, so once again, thank you to Diane Waters from Mets and for all of you for coming this morning.
Yeah. That concludes our program for today. I would just like to thank you all again on behalf of the students, staff, and administration of Abington Heights High School for attending and for your service to this country. Thank you.